at graphing exponential functions today. We're going to be using the most basic form for an exponential, which is y equals a times b to the x. That's equation notation. We can also think of it as f of x equals a times b to the x. All right. The key thing here is a will never be 0. So if you don't see a number in front of the b to the x power, that means that number is 1. A will never be 0. Otherwise, you wouldn't have an exponential function, because you take the value of b to the x and then you multiply by 0, you get 0 every time. So if you had that situation, you have f of x equals 0 or y equals 0, which is just a horizontal line on the x-axis. That's not an exponential function. All right. The b value will never be a negative number. The b value will never be 0. And the b value is always going to be greater than 0, and with one exception, it will never be 1. Why won't it be 1? Because if it's 1 to whatever power is going to be 1 every time. So then you'd have just f of x equals a. So that would be a horizontal line somewhere. It would not be an exponential curve that you're going to see today when we graph these. All right. And then the other thing to remember is the a value itself tells us the y-intercept, especially when we're graphing. It's a nice reference point for us that the a value is the y-intercept. So it's always 0, a, and you'll see that when we graph a couple today.